Hello everyone, Vid64 here with my very first Let's Play ever of Pokemon Fire Red version. Can't wait to get started with this, and let's get going. I could not wait to play this for you guys, for I've been wanting to do Let's Plays for very long now, and this game is very huge, for it was my first game ever. But more about the story. Who is this guy? Hello there. Glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little bit about yourself. Now, tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? I am a boy. Let's begin with your name. What is it? My name is Peter, and you guys are free to call me either Peter or Evan64. Back on Pokemon Fire Red, this is the remake of Pokemon Red and Blue version, which is the first generation of Pokemon made by Game Freak. Right, so your name is Peter, yes. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you both are babies. What was his name now? Well, many like to call him Blue for what he was what many people called him for. Many people called the player that you play as Red and him Blue for the original Red and Blue versions. But I like to call him Gary since I watched the anime. That's right, I remember now. His name is Gary. Peter. Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventure. What Pokemon awaits? Let's go. Alright, so this is my room. It's pretty tidy compared to what we saw in the anime. But we boot up our thing, and oh, what would you have here? We would have a potion. I would always recommend getting this right off the bat, so it will help you right away. So, how about we start going down the stairs? And this is our mother. Right, all boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Oh yes, Professor Oak is next door. What? Let's look at you. There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on the railroad tracks. I better go too. That's not very safe, but okay. This is a Pokemon lab, and Professor Oak should be here, but he's not around. What? It's only Peter. Gramps isn't around. Too bad there's no one around. You can't get our Pokemon. I guess we better get going. Wait! Don't go out. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. Ooh, this is so exciting. Isn't it? So dangerous grass. Alright. What do we got here? Gramps, I'm fed up waiting. Gary, let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Peter. There are 3 Pokemon here. The Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer, but now in my old age, I only have these 3 left. You can have one. Go on, choose. Hey, Gramps, no fair. What about me? Be patient, Gary. You can have one too. There's 3 Pokeballs here. Let's see what we can pick. I see Bulbasaur is your choice. It's very easy to raise. So Peter, do you want to go with the grass Pokemon Bulbasaur? No. What's the next one? Squirtle is your choice. It's one worth raising. So Peter, you decided on the water Pokemon Squirtle? No. Charmander is your choice. You should raise it patiently. So, Peter, you claiming the fire Pokemon Charmander? Nope. What could we choose? These Pokemon are very very important to many people who has ever played Pokemon. For these are classified as starter Pokemon, and my very first Pokemon I chose was Squirtle, and this is the one I will be using. So, Peter, you decided on the water Pokemon Squirtle. Yes, this Pokemon is really energetic. Peter received a Squirtle from Professor Oak. Do I want to give a nickname? Sure, why not? A boy. How about we call this... Sokka. Anyone who catches my reference, a thumbs up to you. I'll take this one then. Gary received the Bulbasaur from Professor Oak. My Pokemon looks a lot tougher than yours. Now that we got our Pokemon, we might as well start get going. But if a wild Pokemon appears, your Pokemon can battle it. With it at your side, you should be able to reach the next town. Well, that's good. Wait. Wait, Peter. Let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. Now, here is the main gimmick of Pokemon. Once you receive Pokemon, you're allowed to battle. And Pokemon battles are extremely important in the Pokemon games. So, let's send out Sokka against this Bulbasaur. Oh, for Pete's sake, so pushy as always. Peter, you never had a Pokemon battle before, have you? A Pokemon battle is when trainers put their Pokemon against each other. The trainer that makes the other Pokemon stage by lowering their HP to 0 wins. But rather than talking about it, you should learn more from experience. Try battling and see for yourself. So we have all these options here. One is to get away from any wild Pokemon battles. You're not allowed to do this in trainer battles, however. In bags, you're allowed to go to items, key items, and Pokeballs. We don't have any Pokeballs yet, so we can't capture anything. But we do have this potion, but we don't want to use that now because our Pokemon is not damaged. We have 2 moves right here. Well, fight is how you do moves. We have 2 moves here. Tackle does damage, while Tail Whip will lower the defense. We'll use Tackle. Inflicting damage on the foe is key to any battle. Alright. Now, if you're wondering, yes, this is what a lot of the game is, but it gets pretty fun. Right now, it gets pretty boring, but with more training, which I'll go over later, it makes the game really fun to play, and why people hold on to the series for so long, especially all the way up to Generation 6. And with one more tackle, we should be done. Alright. So we defeated the Bulbasaur, and we've gained 67 XP. XP is what we need to level up our Pokemon. When our Pokemon level up, it gains more stats. Its stats depend on all its attacks and how it receives attacks, and how much HP it has. What? Unbelievable! I picked the wrong Pokemon. Peter got $80 for winning. If only that was true. If you win, you earn prize money, and your Pokemon grow. But other traders battle other traders to make your Pokemon strong. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon battle to be toughen it up. Peter, Gramps, smell you later. Oof. Now what do we do? Peter, raise a young Pokemon by making a battle. It has to battle to grow. Alright, how about we get going? So, now that we have a Pokemon, we're able to cross the grass. Look, I copied one of those trainer tips sign says. Trainer tips, press start to open the menu. You don't really need to know this, but it's very important for me, for I can take a look at all the Pokemon I've earned on my journey. Right here, you can hold up to 6 Pokemon. Right now I don't have any Pokeballs, so I can't catch any, but I still have Sokka up in front. If I check my bags, I still have that potion, but I have no key items or any Pokeballs, like I said. I can check this to see how many how much money I have and badges, which I'll go over soon. Alright, how about we start going into this tall grass? We can start going to the next town now, but wait. This is a wild battle. First Pokemon we encounter is a Rattata. Now, we can't catch any Pokemon yet, so we might as well battle this for XP. Now, battling is very important in the Pokemon games, which I would recommend doing it right off the bat. But I wouldn't recommend fighting too much right now, for something was added in from Generation 2 and onwards, which allow rare Pokemon to show up with different colors. There's nothing special about them, but we call them shinies. So we could go on, but who's this guy? Hi, I work at the Pokemon Mart. It's part of a convenient chain that's selling all stores. We possess in Radiant City. I know. I'll give you a sample. Here you go. And we receive another potion for free. Which is good, because, like he was saying, they have a shop set up, and there you have to pay for potions. You can also pay for Pokeballs, but right now, ooh, we got another counter, and we got a Pidgey. That's nice. A Pidgey is a flying Pokemon. There's a lot of different types of Pokemon, like as you saw of the starters, water, grass, and fire. With flying Pokemon, there's not much to say about one specific type, other than one specific type is its weaknesses and strong points. And Sokka once again leveled up, and learned Bubble. Yep, when Pokemon level up, they can learn more moves. So if you want Tackle and Tail Whip was the only things that you could learn, you're in luck, because you don't have to just use those. You can also use pretty cool ones. But since our Pokemon is weak, we don't want to get into any more battles. Let's get on into next town, Radiant City. Since our Pokemon was hurt, we could go into the Pokemon Center and heal up our Pokemon. Welcome to the Pokemon Center. Would you like me to heal your Pokemon back to perfect health? Yes, I would. Alright. Now Sokka is back up to full health and ready to be ready to battle again. So how about? But there's nothing really important left in this town, so how about we try moving on? Oof. What's up here? I absolutely forbid you from going through here. This is private property. Oh, Grandpa, don't be so mean. I'm sorry, he hasn't had his coffee yet. So, we're not allowed to go through here because this guy hasn't had this coffee yet, so he's pretty tired. Funny thing is, in the Japanese version, he is actually drunk, and won't let you go through because of, well, reasons. I forget what's going on there, but since we're here, we might as well check the shop. And hey, you're from Pallet, right? Alright, an order from Professor Oak came in. So how about we go bring that to Professor Oak and be a nice guy. Alright. So we can just go exit to town and go back to Pallet. Luckily, you don't have to go too far since those legends are there. You can't climb up ledges, but they're an easy way to get through terrain because you can jump down them. So let's just go through this. You can also avoid Pokemon battles by staying away from grass. When you're in grass, you're acceptable into a wild Pokemon battle. So how about we go deliver this package to Professor Oak? Let's talk. Oop, that was oof. Let's talk to Professor Oak. Oh, Peter, how is my old Pokemon? Oh, it seems to be growing more attached to you. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What's that? You have something for me? Peter just delivered Oak's parcel. This is the cost of Pokeball. I had an on order. Thank you. Gramps. I almost forgot. What did you call me for? Oh, right. I have a request for you two. On the desk, good. Is this my invention? The Pokeball, Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you'll see or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Peter and Gary, take these with you. Uh, Peter received the Pokédex from Professor Oak. You can get detailed Pokemon by just seeing them. You must catch them to attain complete data. So here are some tools for catching wild Pokemon. Peter received 5 Pokeballs. Peter put Pokeballs in his bag. Just throw a Pokeball at a wild Pokemon to catch it. It won't always work, however. A healthy Pokemon can escape. You'll have to be lucky. To make a complete guide on this world, it was my dream. I'm too old. I can't get the job done, so I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Alright, Gramps, leave it all to me. Peter, I hate to say it, but you won't be necessary for this. I know. I'll borrow a map from my sister. I'll tell her not to and you, Peter. Don't bother coming around to my place after this. Oof. Well, now we got Pokeballs, which means we can catch wild Pokemon whenever we want. I'll go into how we do that later. But if we go to Gary's place, we can talk to his sister. Grandpa, that's easy. This will help. And we received a town map from Daisy. Now, a town map isn't just for Pallet Town. This actually shows us the whole Kanto region, which is where this game takes place. And that will be in our town map. If we use this, we can see everything, which is very good, so we can see where we're going next. So we were just in Viridian, and now we have to make our way to Pewter City. But, well, how about we go to Pewter City in the next episode? Thank you for watching. Oh, let's see what we got. Another Pidgey, nothing special. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.